to the standpoint. Yes, we are not far gone into the year 2016, and we're still operating with a theme, the responsible woman. And the responsible woman brings up a responsible society. So men, women, children, what have you, we're all going to be part of the big response, as big as my hair, this evening. And today we are talking about dreaming. Somebody once said on this program, on the standpoint, that everybody has a right to dream. And indeed, when you dream, no matter how big it is, no police officer will arrest you. No BNI official will arrest you. No Interpol will arrest you. We have the freedom to dream, and dream big. But dreaming big is not all it takes. After dreaming, what do you have to do? When the challenges come, what do you have to do? Well, I'm a blessed woman, so I have many children, both girls and boys. Ladies and gentlemen, and today I have 3 of my children here who are big dreamers. We are going to hear their stories, where they are now, what is their dream, and what are some of the challenges they are facing. Will they be able to overcome those challenges to achieve their dream? My name is Gifty, and welcome to the standpoint today. It's going to be very educative, very emotional as always, and very, very enlightening. Let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. GTP celebrating 50 years of styling the nation, timeless styles and making us look beautiful. 50 years and still timeless. My beading accessories is by MAT, that's Matilda Hood Couture, and I'd like to say thank you to Paba Cosmetics for the makeup products. My dress was sewn by Ophelia Crossland Designs and makeup applied by Ali Gina Makeover. We take a short break. When we come back, we get to meet the big dreamers. This is a proud moment for me, especially because we have some young people who are dreaming big, and I believe in them, and I'm so sure that they will achieve their dream. So help them, God, because it's not easy, but it's a journey that is very possible to make and make it successfully. Well, this program is also aired on ABN TV on Sky Channel 235, which is across Western Europe, parts of Canada and Asia. We are also on our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, powered by Dream Over. Thank you to Awake Purified Water by Casapreco Company Limited. Thank you to Go-Got Yogurt and Daily Fruit Juices produced by Pilco Company. Seated right opposite me is a daughter I'm very proud of. She is Rosalind D. Ashigui, Chief Executive Officer of Delcris Ventures. Hello and welcome to the standpoint.
Hello, good. Thank you.
And I must say that she inspired this particular program because I saw what she had done and I knew that her story had to be told. Good for coming. I'm so proud of you and happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, next to Rosalind, I have Derek Ella. Derek Ella is the president and founder of Open Mic for Jesus.
Yeah.
Open Mic for Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get to know what it's about. Derek is also a son, and he has a very, very interesting experience and story to share on the standpoint today. Next to Derek is the Madame Proper. Yes, she fights for her position. She is a Bridget Bonnie Agbenyo, Chief Executive Officer of Bridge Group of Companies. Yes. Where's your office? In your room. That's right. Right. So we are in for a treat. Now, welcome to the standpoint, all three of you. Very proud of you. It's not easy to start something, but you are there. You're going. Rosalind, what's your dream?
To become one of the greatest exporters of indigenous Ghanaian food. Just to package them and put it to the world. Just Ghanaian food, indigenous ones that are not packaged, agro-processing, just that.
So to be one of the greatest exporters in Ghana.
Yes.
Packaging and exporting indigenous Ghanaian foods. Okay, where's your office?
It's in Hohwe in the Volta region.
Okay, so you have an office?
Yes, I
do. Proper office?
Somehow. We are managing. Not, it's getting proper.
It's getting proper?
Yes.
When did it start?
3 years ago.
Okay.
3 years ago.
So currently, what are you doing?
Currently, we are still on the dream. We are forging on. We've come out with one of the products, and it's doing so well.
Which product is that?
That is Dakwa, or the Elwes call it Joey. The Gans call it Abele Mamu or Nkatibolo. The round thing. This is a good food, very healthy, without any additive. You are good to go. But because the way we packaged it, we can't take it there. So I decided to package it and make it nice and present it to the world. Ghana and the world.
So you are actually packaging that?
Yes, please. I'm packaging it.
Derek, Open Mic for Jesus. What's it about?
Open Mic for Jesus is basically about creating platform for talent or gifts that are not really recognized in the church. You know, we have a new generation, and then God has blessed us so much with different giftings. We're talking about spoken word, we're talking about gospel rap and everything. At the moment, not all the churches recognize these giftings. So these people are in the church, but they do not have any platform to use whatever talent they have to bless God with. So that's why the need for Open Mic for Jesus, just to create a platform for these people globally also, so that they can use whatever talent to praise God.
Master, we were used to hear that was you. Nyamye Guama. That's what we are used to. Which one is the Open Mic to? You want to come and prophesize, our churches, westernize it.
So specifically spoken word. Spoken word is a form of art that has to do with poetry, but also again has to do with performance, normally with music, with dance, something lively basically. So it's an emerging culture in Ghana.
Right.
It's also an emerging culture in the church.
Okay.
So I think gradually it's picking up. But I think that's what the youth like these days. I mean, our parents had their own way of worshiping God. Our mothers have their own way of worshiping God. Our way of worship is different. We want to be very charismatic. We want to be lively. We want to be like funky and all of that.
You want to feel like you're in the nightclub.
Definitely. So
having fun.
Definitely.
Jumping around.
Definitely.
When did it start?
It started 3 years ago, but officially last year.
CEO of Bridge Group of Companies, with the office in your room. Thank you very much. So what's the dream?
The dream actually is to become an action dreamer.
Which one is that?
An action dreamer. You don't just dream. You dream and you put it to use. So what am I doing? I'm setting up businesses to employ people, because that's what I want to do.
At the moment, how many businesses do you have?
I think I have 4 as of now. I have the Bridge Foods. We do Bridge Nuts and Bridge Chips as of now. Bridge Multimedia, we do prints, graphics, photography, video. And Bridge Music, I sing. And I registered it as a record label because we want to sign up more artists. It's a dream. And Bridge Consults. Bridge Consults will be dealing with individual and corporate branding, radio and TV content development. That's basically for now.
And at the moment, your office is in your room.
Still in my room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rosalind, how was it like starting?
It wasn't easy. I had a dream, watching people that inspire. We watch telly and they say, do made in Ghana and all stuff. From school, I started doing clothing.
Okay.
But that didn't I didn't get the satisfaction. They said, do made in Ghana, I bring in stuff. So I pray about it. It was all God. I prayed about it every day. What can I do? And this came up. It was the time it came up. I wish it had come earlier on. By the time it came up, I had nothing to start. I had just 20 cedis. I had 20 cedis. So, and I don't know how to prepare it. That's so. But I saw it. I went back to the village. And
so it was the lakwa that's what dakwa,
Dakwa, yeah.
that came to your mind first.
Yes.
That let's package dakwa.
Yes. So I went there. Someone gave it to me. I said, oh, this thing, I've been seeing it in Accra, but I've never enjoyed it. Because when you want to buy, the ladies put the rubber on their hand, use it to carry the thing, and take it for you. So meanwhile, they use it to carry and all that. So I'm that type, so I don't take it. So maybe I have that myself in Accra as well.
No, yeah.
They want to take it, but they can't.
Right.
Okay, so let's look at the health side of it and to present it, looking at the historical background of this Dakwa and stuff. So with the 20 cedis, I rushed to one fabricator. Can you do this for me? And it was done. 5 cedis. Then I called one friend. Please, can you design some nice label for me? He said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to do Dakwa. Then I get the staff. I called the lady. Please, can you teach me how to do it? He said, okay. He said, buy this, that. I bought it as well. I waited for her. The day we want to do first production, I waited for her. She didn't turn up. So I went to the corn mill and I said, this is what I wanted to do. He said, oh, some people have been doing it, so let's start. So we started at this one that we did it. I came back. The next day she came to inspect and said, oh, it was so well done. Fine. I shared it.
No, 20 cedis. So
yes.
You have spent 5 cedis. So the 15 that's left, you bought the maize and everything.
And granules and every sugar.
The one who designed the label, that one, you haven't paid yet?
I haven't paid yet.
Okay.
Even he just designed it. So I went to the printing press to print it.
To print it?
Yes, because he didn't print for me.
How much did they charge you?
5 cedis.
10 cedis left, okay.
10 cedis left. My mom's maize is there. I took some. And then the other.
God bless mothers.
After the packaging, I came to Accra. That's it. I sent it to church.
What money did you use to come to Accra?
As for Accra, mommy is there.
Okay.
To help. So I asked and then I came to Accra. I came to church. As usual, I introduced it to my friends. Hey, this is nice. Oh, but this is let me test small. Let me tell you, I said, you have to pay. So some church, you are still owing me. Some people, those who know the first one you didn't pay, you have to pay. But I managed to sell some. And I got 30 cedis. Aside the testing and all that, I got 30 cedis.
I expected you to clap. Derek, how did yours start?
I've always said I wouldn't want to work for anyone. So I already had that mindset. And I also told myself that if I'm not going to work for anyone, what do I have to do? So while in school, I made sure I took up internship opportunities, volunteering opportunities. But then that was, I think, after I met you. I remember that there was this time you came to my school, UPS. I think it was SLC Women's Week celebration. And they were having a talk in one of the auditorium. So we're from lectures. It was only for ladies. So we're from lectures. And I saw the two of you. I was like, oh, okay, let me just go in there and then see what's happening. So I went in there and then you were sharing your stories with some of these ladies. And there was one thing you said, actually taught me how to easily get a job in Ghana. One of the easiest ways to get a job in Ghana is by volunteering. So he said that, you know, like we are here we want to work in big companies after work. But you know, one of the easiest ways to get job is to volunteer. That was what you told everyone. And even gave examples where we could even go and volunteer. I think it was a Friday, Monday morning, I was at a place to volunteer as early as 6 a.m. And I would like to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Reverend Albert and Comfort Okran for the opportunity given me to serve.
Because I talked about volunteering for Springboard.
Definitely.
Specifically, I mentioned...
You are very specific. At the moment, I don't want to talk much, but at the moment, I'm working as a project coordinator with a British charity organization, which is based in Reading.
Yeah.
And
that charitable organization, you met them through what?
Through volunteering. Actually, the friend who introduced me to the opportunity did not even come to volunteer because he realized the money we were paid was small. So I went there, I was taken as a team leader. I was actually supposed to volunteer for 6 months. By my last month, 5th month, I think the 6th month, I was asked to stay for another 3 months. Actually, I didn't want to stay, but eventually I stayed. So during my last month, I had an email from the UK office saying that they want me to be a project coordinator for one of the projects they are starting in the Volta region, since I'm from the Volta region. And then that's it. So today I'm working there as a permanent staff.
So whilst your colleagues are out there, looking for a job, some of them, I'm sure some of your colleagues, when did you finish school?
2013.
2013.
Yeah.
There's still some of them out there, they don't have a job.
It's very true.
But you volunteered, and through that, you got a job.
Definitely.
You didn't even have to apply for a job.
Never.
They offered it to you.
Never.
All because you decided to come and listen to a women's program.
Definitely.
And then you took the advice that you had. And what he didn't say was that he wanted to go, what are these women talking about? Not that he was hoping to learn anything, but curiosity didn't kill the cat.
I think that's what volunteering does. Volunteering breaks protocol.
You're watching The Standpoint. We take a short break. When we come back, we will continue this discussion. But thank you to Matamage for these pots. I mean, it's on sale. When you get there, you get some to buy. So their numbers are crawling. Just go to, or you can contact The Standpoint. I'll direct you to where you can get it. MHC also took care of, they provided us with this wooden centerpiece and coffee tables. They take care of my BD needs, my ahinema, everything. All my accessories is by MHC, Matilda Hood Couture. Thank you to Mac Catering Services. I keep telling you that all these companies we mentioned is for you to patronize it so that they can continue supporting The Standpoint and we can keep bringing you beautiful and amazing programs. So Mac Catering Services, thank you very much. Thank you to Cake Technique and then House of Foods. We'll be back.
Hush, my little baby.
For babies' tummy pains, minor digestive upsets, or teething, caring mothers everywhere use Auntie Mary's Baby Gripe Mixture. It's quick, effective, and sure to leave babies smiling again in no time. Auntie Mary's Baby Gripe Mixture from Ennis Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
When it comes to your family, turn to the anti-malarial you can trust. Mala2. Mala2 is a highly effective artemether lumefantrine anti-malarial available in syrup and tablets. It's specially formulated for children and adults. Keep the whole family healthy with Mala2.
Welcome back to The Standpoint. The Standpoint is sponsored by Anointed Electrical Engineering Services, the generator expert, and NS Chemist. They produce Nescoffer Blood Tonic and Anti-Mary Gripe Water. Bridge group of companies. When did you start?
I started in 2011 after school at SHS.
So at the moment, what are you doing? How did you start?
Well, I started with a digital camera, which belonged to a friend. And he decided to take his camera. So I needed a camera, and by the grace of God, I got a camera. And when I got a camera, I decided to do volunteerism, voluntary work, as she said. I actually met her through voluntary work. I was like, I want to be your photographer. She was like, okay, come to the office. And that was it. Now she's my mother. I'm a princess because of it. So that's it. I started.
Princess one.
Thank you. I started with photography. I was doing for my church for free. And networking is good. I mean, I was doing for free, but I was getting contracts in the church. People were giving me contracts, birthdays, weddings, parties, and all that. And I added other stuff, like the prints, the graphics, and all that. I had friends who do those things. And since my company is registered as a multimedia, I mean, why don't I do multimedia stuff? So I get the contracts, call them. I want this graphics, do this, do that. I give it, I take my money, prints. So I was just taking contracts for things I don't even do. For people to do, I get the money and then I pay them. So that's basically how it started.
And how has it been?
And and the chips. There was this seminar organized for single mothers. And I heard about it. So I went. I'm not a single mother, but I went. And they taught them how to do the chips and the nuts. I learned it. I came home, I was like, okay, action dreamer, what are you going to do with this one? Let's do something. So I went to buy the stuff for the thing. I thought I can do it so easily. So I just started and a share. The first chips I did got bent, the granite got bent. Like, Charlie, I'm doing it again. So I went to buy another one, tried. I can invest whatever I have in my jeans and I can sleep without food. I don't care because I know what I'm doing. So I went to buy another one, tried it. I think it was the 4th time that it got better and I brought it here. And then they liked it. I was like, you don't know what I went through.
Derek, so how has it been so far? So far, so good?
Yeah, so far so good. At the moment, OM4J, we launched it just last year, December. OM4J, Open Mic for Jesus. Okay. That's the acronym. So at the moment, we are unofficially in South Africa. We are also in Zimbabwe. We are in Kenya. Very soon, we are hoping to go to the US.
Where's your office?
In my room. Yeah.
And you have what? Branches where? Unofficially, you have branches
unofficial groups in South Africa, Kenya, and then Zimbabwe. Yeah, and also, of course, in Ghana. Yeah.
Okay. And how is that possible? How did you put that? Have you been to South Africa before?
Okay, I had the opportunity to go to Kenya through volunteerism, you know.
Okay.
So went for a conference, a 2-week conference in Nairobi. It's about like human rights and all of that. So there was this time like we're supposed to go to church on Sunday and nobody wanted to go. So I spoke to one of the guys and I went to church. So in church, because I didn't know anybody who knows me will tell you I love to dance in church.
Okay.
So when they were having their praises and all of that, I went to dance with them. I even went on stage to dance, you know, like to really have fun. I couldn't be bothered anyway. So after church, and then they asked us first timers to come forward. So they met with us and then they asked us what we do. And I spoke to one guy, told him that, I have this movement called OM4J. We do spoken word and everything. And if you know Kenya very well, poetry spoken word is big. Very, very big in Kenya and in South Africa as well. So I was like, oh yeah, we have people who do poets, but we don't have spoken word, but we don't have people to bring them together. And I told him that I can help. I knew I was living there, I think after 3 days. But then I told him I can help. So we took contact and then we started talking and everything. Before I left Kenya, we had formed a group, and then a group
within the 2 days that you were left with.
Definitely. So he even came over to our place where we're having the workshop. I met with him. I went to his church. I met a couple of his, leaders. So we spoke about it, and then it was formed. So we formed it officially through WhatsApp page and all of that. And even as we speak, we are OM4J, which is really, really functioning. So hopefully in April, God willing, we'll be going to Kenya to launch the Nairobi branch as well. So I think that's how it came about.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay. Madam.
Yes, ma'am.
How has it been so far?
It hasn't been easy. Dreaming is easy. But as she said, putting it into action is a bit tough. You plan it, everything is written, I'll move from here to here. But when you are acting, you stand there, you will never move if you don't put more effort. After this, when I went back to pay the designer, I came back to put a proposal together. I started reading about all the ingredients, maize, that, and I read about everything. Then I found out that in my area,
Right.
the women even go into farming and they don't. So once they heard that, I told my auntie in the village, oh, I started having maize. It's like now they beg her to buy maize from them. Yeah, from them.
Right.
So then the passion or the dream was getting broader. Now, okay, women have to come in. And then started reading. I went to food research to inquire about the product because my problem, it's already there. So what I have to do different is to the hygiene and then how to process it well and then to stand out. It's not only the packaging, but then the content as well. So I go to them, they talk about aflatoxins. What's what?
I like that. Afla what?
Oh, aflatoxins and all that. So I went to standard bodies like, oh, no one has brought this. I went back to CSR. So what do? They gave me a bill. Oh my God.
Huge bill, huh?
Yes. So my hundreds will not even get there. So I said, but I will get there. I will do it.
That's a lot of hard work.
Yes. I don't sleep sometimes. And thanks to my mom.
You keep looking at your mom here.
No, but I know
she's watching.
Yes, the spirit is even here because she keeps calling me and all that.
Right.
So she'll sit by. I don't sleep. I work overnight, 24 hours. And then she sits and will be dozing. I say, "Ma, go and sleep." So I want to keep you company. Because from the beginning, when I started and I had the order, she came and stood. So you go to school. This is what you decided to do. Yes.
What did you go to school to learn?
Yeah, procurement.
Procurement. Procurement. You want to learn procurement.
Yes, and then
you are doing packaging and lacquer.
Yes, and then she retired as a principal nursing officer, and then she was expecting me to be a nurse. We looking at the dreams. I cry in my room. I want to get there. The passion, the desire to just get there.
But were there times when you felt like the challenges were too much and so enough?
Yeah, there were times like that. But that's when...
Anyway, hold on. Let me take a break. And when we come back, because Derek also said sure.
Yes.
So let me take a break. When we come back, we'll get back to that. But let me say thank you to GTP. New style for GTP. I beg your pardon. GTP for my clothes. GTP is celebrating 50 years. Still timeless. 50 years of styling the nation. Thank you to Ophelia Crossland Designs for sewing for me. My beads, a Hinema centerpiece, coffee table, all my accessories by MAC Matilda Hood Couture. Makeup by Paba Cosmetics and applied by Aligina Makeover. This program is also aired on ABN TV on Sky Channel 235. Our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh. Anytime you go there, you can have a review of all the programs that we've had. We'll be back.
When it comes to your family, turn to the anti-malarial you can trust. Mala 2. Mala 2 is a highly effective Artemether lumefantrine anti-malarial available in syrup and tablets, specially formulated for children and adults. Keep the whole family healthy with Mala 2.
There is this new generator set we would like to introduce to you in this era of power outages.
I hope this time around you're going to give us something better.
Yes. Let's go out and have a test run.
Call this box a generator? Get a quality one from Anointed Electrical Engineering Services.
Come to Anointed Electrical Engineering Services for a permanent solution to your power problems. We do 24/7 after sales service, sales of spare parts for all generators and cables, and we repair all generators even if you didn't buy from us. Locate our head office at number 77 Anointed House off of Dokomala Main Road. Anointed, the generator experts.
Welcome back to The Standpoint. And The Standpoint is sponsored by Anointed Electrical Engineering Services, the generator experts, and Nexcofa Black Tonic and Auntie Mary Gripe Water by NS Chemist. We are supported by Awake Purified Mineral Water produced by Casa Preco. Yogurt we all know is good for you. Daily Juices by Pilco Group of Company. Mark Catering Services make sure that we get well fed. Cake Techniques also refreshes us. And then House of Foods also supports. And Yep Cleaning Services cleans our environment. And we are really, really grateful to them. Now, when we're going for a break, you actually said yes. Sometimes you feel like giving up. And Derek also supported you. Derek, how has it been? What are some of the challenges you face?
You know, there has been some kind of trend, like in Ghana, especially among the youth. You know, for example, if you look at SS, after SS, you want to go to a uni. After university, you want to do national service. After national service, you want to get a job. But I think that has been a trend, and everybody is familiar with this trend. So if you decide to step out of this trend, then you become like an outcast. You know, and I think that's the easiest way in Ghana for you to succeed. You know, we are used to following trend. Yeah. I remember when I started this open mic thing, I spoke to a friend. It was an emerging culture in Ghana. They look at you in a very weird way. Sometimes they try to discourage you. And it's not like you're not good. You're good. If you apply for jobs, you can get jobs and everything. But I believe that God has a uniquely designed purpose for each and every one. You know, for some people, it is their path to go to school, university, national service, and they get a job. But for other people, they don't have to follow that trend.
Right.
So it's up to you to know your path. Knowing your path is very, very, very important, because when you know your path, even when your colleagues are just going ahead of you, you are not worried, because you know you're in the lane and surely you get there. So sometimes you talk to these people who are used to following the trends, and then they are like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And you're in your room and you're like, is it worth it? Do you really have to do this? But one thing that really helped me...
You're working with an international organization.
Definitely.
They offered you the job.
Definitely.
A project manager? Coordinator.
Yeah.
You're doing that. So why are you struggling to put together this so-called open mic, you know, forum and, you know, all the hassles? I'm sure these are some of the things that go through your mind.
I think it's about fulfillment. If you don't have the fulfillment, if you're not happy, you are deceiving yourself. I believe that the first thing everybody has to do is to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be honest with yourself before you can be honest.
Are you happy where you are?
At the moment.
You're fulfilled?
At the moment, yeah. Comparing what I'm doing now, I think I'm not really fulfilled. And they know I've already made them aware that very soon I'll be stepping out and all of that. And we've come to a very nice agreement. They understand that. It's about doing what you love to do. I love running around, getting people, organizing, parking chairs and everything. I think that's what I love to do, because I realize I love to serve people.
Yeah.
So you also need to know what you love to do. It's very, very important.
Yeah.
I think, I don't want to say this, there are two things we need to know. There's work and there's job. Job is what you are paid to do, you know, and work what you are born to do. We are all here to work, but job prepares you to work. I don't know if I'm making sense. So everybody here is actually to work. And like I said, work is what we are born to do. Everybody has something he or she is brought here on earth to do. But you can't just get up and then do it. You need to job, learn the process, learn the structures, learn the system. And then when you start working, you can inculcate that in your work environment. And I think that has really, really helped me. Yeah.
Rosalind, there are a lot. Going to standard board and all that. Sometimes I take Chosky to run about.
Trotro.
Yes. Trotro to run about. And I walk to standard board. I walk to food and drugs board. I have this. Yes. Normally, you have to. I have my shoe in my bag. I wear slippers to work. Yeah. And if I have to put on a jacket.
When you're getting close there, when you get there, then you wear your shoe.
Yes. That's I clean my leg.
You are my daughter now.
Yes.
You know the plan.
Yes. Because you said that you always say this. That are you satisfied? Are you making a difference?
Yeah.
It's eating to me. When I watch you, I don't know. So those are the things that, so I clean and I go. I've deprived myself that they say, oh, you have to have time for, I'm young. What? I'm going to have the time when I'm at your age. Yes. Yes. We'll get there.
I just love you already.
Yes.
And I must say that this lady came here. I didn't know her from anywhere. She just came during one of the recordings. And she wouldn't leave without seeing me. Wallahi. I will go and change, and she's waiting. I need to see you. Please, I need to talk to you. And you know, anybody who's seen me doing my record, because we do 3 recordings on Saturday, so it's pressure back to back. This lady stayed and wouldn't, and you need to see this. And finally, when she showed it to me, this is it. I mean, I just knew this is packaged dakwa. It's not chocolate now. This is how she's packaged it. And if you look on our table, you have the way she has 4 in a pack. I mean, when you see the one in the foil package there, those ones she can do it if you're having weddings, parties, or, you know, cut in bits and pieces and then give it. She can actually do a wedding cake with dakwa. Whether you want 4-tier, 5-tier, she can do it for you. This is dakwa cake. Yes, this is dakwa cake. All from the same round thing that people carry on their head, that you and I, we've eaten several times. And we heard stories about how people, you know, this is dakwa. There is the brown one. There's the yellow. This is brown rice.
This is made out of brown rice. This is maize. And then we have millet. And some people like the spices so much. So this one is spicy. So maize hot.
So it's not just about colors.
No.
Flavors as well.
Yes. Because thank you.
Are you
With the
serious?
research, I realized that black group, I wanted to get there. Black group O wouldn't take maize. They say there are some research like that.
Yeah.
So what did they take? They take millet. And I tried it and all. So with the 3 years, I was just doing research, going to CSIR, Standard Board, and they know me there. I always go and sit there.
You're waiting.
When they have the time, I have it. Yes.
I know. Because I experienced it.
Yes. And I tell myself, with or without anybody's effort, God is there. Thou Christ is Delali and Christ. So, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Thou Christ is Delali and Christ.
So my friend will tell you, yes.
With Christ.
And then my friend will tell you.
Now, don't make me cry.
I always tell them that Jesus Christ is the majority shareholder in this company. So they will tell you.
Thank you. If he will let it fail, it's up to him.
Up to him. Thank you.
Nice take. Oh, Devio, you are my daughter proper. Devio, you are my daughter proper, because my mother taught me something. Said, Nyaminara or Bejaninda, Sinonya or Senara. If you give praise to God and thank Him for everything and He won't do it, it's up to Him. This is wonderful. And then we have our bridge chips, nicely packaged, and then bridge granuts, and then the CD. Give us a song.
Ain't nobody do me like you do me. Ain't nobody love me like you love me. Who am I that you love me so? Who am I that you care for me? Through it all, you were with me. You never ever let me go. Down, down, down on my knees will I go to give you praise.
In the audience is getting dakwa, that's Del bar. Everybody is also getting bread chips and a CD. And you know, I feel really blessed to have met all 3 of you. You know, this is really exciting. This is really a blessing. Well done. But quickly, in conclusion, what have you got to say?
If you're a dreamer, keep dreaming, but don't just sit with your dreams.
Well,
Talking about not following trends, I think Doctor has been one of my inspirations. I mean, since I was a kid, I was watching Doctor, and she has never changed. She's never followed trend. You realize that there being a lot of TV shows, there being a lot of styles in terms of presentation and all of that. But the way we all know her when we're kids is still the same. That is being focused, that's being consistent, that is not following crowd. So I'll let you know, the trend has changed. If you are in school and you are thinking that after school, I want to get a job and all of that, it is no more like that. The trend has changed. So before you come out of school, start thinking about something to do. If you know you are going to be working for somebody after school, start taking up internship opportunities, jobs, volunteering and all of that, so that when you're out of school, you are well equipped.
You know, I always consider myself as a blessed woman, not because of anything that I think I've achieved, but because of what, through the standpoint, God is doing to touch the lives of many women and young people out there, and some men as well. Dream. Yes, it's important to dream. Dream, and dream as big as you can. But dreaming is not good enough, as you heard. You need to apply it. It takes hard work. It takes preparation. It takes a struggle. It is a fight to get there. I say, success only comes when opportunity meets preparation. You need to go through the process. You need to go through the mill. Yes, it's good. You come out of school, bless God for that. If your parents have the money and everything for you to start something, but it's still a learning process. Most of us can't have it that way. We need to go through struggles. We need to fight battles, both physically and spiritually. And spiritually, you can only do it by prayer. I'm not talking about spiritually where some witches do, but spiritually by making sure that God is the center of everything you do. It's the foundation. Without God, you are nothing. But with God, you are everything. You can achieve everything. You won't see it now. Those who laugh at you today, if only you can stay true to your dreams, will come to you. It is my prayer that table God is preparing before you should be big enough, with enough food, so that the enemies who will be sitting there watching you eat can even get some surplus to take home, so they can live on it. Dare to dream. Stay focused. Keep fighting. Hard work never kills anybody. Invest. Save. Don't waste your money. Don't copy people blindly. Don't follow people blindly. It is possible. Keep dreaming. Keep preparing. And stay focused. Do your best and leave the rest to God. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.